Factsverse presents 10 Surprising Uses of Silica Gel. Number 1. Keep underwater camera dry. Waterproof cameras are safe to take in the water. However, if you don't store your camera properly, you could end up doing irreparable damage. If the condensation builds up, it can leave a streak of fog across the lens. The best way to keep this from happening is to store the camera with 2 silica gel packets. It will dry any excess water or condensation out, protecting your camera and your lens. Taking simple steps like this to protect your camera is much less expensive than having your camera repaired or buying a new one. Number 2. Dry out a wet cell phone. There's nothing worse than dropping your phone in the toilet, in the pool, or in a puddle. Unless you have a life-proof case on your phone, water will damage or destroy the phone. If you happen to get your phone wet, you should take out the battery, your SIM card, and your SD card and put them aside. Next, put the phone in a bowl filled with silica gel packets. You should let the phone sit overnight before putting the battery and the cards back in. You should have no problems with your phone because the silica gel packets will absorb the water. Number 3. Protect razor. The reason the razors start to dull earlier than they should is oxidation and moisture. Most people keep their razors in the bathroom, and the bathroom is the room in the home that gets the most moisture. A good way to protect your razors is to keep them in a Tupperware container with 5 silica gel packets inside. It'll keep the moisture from dulling your razor too soon, which is great because razors are expensive. Number 4. Wet vacation clothes. Spending time at the pool or on the beach is a great way to spend a vacation. The only problem with that is packing your wet bathing suits for your trip home. By the time you get home, the inside of your suitcase will be wet and your bathing suit will have that moldy smell. The best way to avoid this is to put your wet clothes in a bag and put several silica gel packets inside with it. The packets will work on the moisture the whole way home, so when you open the bag, your swimwear and towels won't smell like mold. Number 5. Protect photos. Over time, moisture can cause serious damage to your photos. If you want to keep your photos looking great for the next generation to enjoy, then you need to keep them safe and dry. The best way to do this is to put them in a Ziploc bag and put a few silica gel packets inside. The packets will keep the moisture from setting into your photos. Number 6. Protect seeds. If you garden and you save seeds for planting for the next year, you need to protect them from the mold. Well, the best way to do this is to put the seeds in small envelopes and then put them all in an airtight container with a silica gel packet. It'll keep the mold-causing moisture away from the seeds, ensuring a great crop next season. Number 7. Windows. If you put your storm windows down in the winter, it's not uncommon for moisture and condensation to build up between the panes. If you want to keep the windows dry so that you have a clear view out the window, you might try a few silica gel packets between the panes. It'll keep the windows clear and dry. Number 8. Bulk pet food. Buying pet food in bulk can be a real money saver. There could be a sale at the supermarket and you can't resist buying several bags. While it can be a money saver, you need to store the dog food properly to keep it from getting soggy. This is especially true during the hot summer months when it's especially humid. The best way to store the dog food is to keep it in a plastic bin. Next, tape several silica gel packets on the inside of the bin's lid. This will keep the moisture out of the food, protecting it until your pet has a chance to finish all of it. Number 9. Pumpkins. This is one of the most surprising uses of silica gel that many people don't know about. Most people hate to carve pumpkins too early because they become moldy before Halloween. This is a problem that silica gel can handle. After you've taken the top off of the pumpkin, you should embed a silica bead inside the pumpkin. You don't need to push it so far that it comes out the front. Just be sure that it's deep enough to stay in place. To get an idea of how much silica gel you'll need, you should use a gram of silica for every 100 cubic inches of pumpkin. This trick should extend your pumpkin's life by well over a week. Number 10. Drying flowers. Dry flowers are great for crafts or to save as a memento. If you want to dry out your flowers, it can take a long time to dry them out completely. If you don't have the time or the patience to wait, you can speed up the process by putting the flowers in a paper bag with a few silica gel packets. If you do this, your flowers will dry out in half the time. Subscribe for more.